I am so happy right now. Would any of you venture to guess why that is? Could it be the fact that I've managed to pull off this show for the past 3 years? Could it be the continued love and support shown by my viewers? Or perhaps it's the fact that Fallout 4 has just been announced. Well, it's all of those things actually, but more specifically, I am super ecstatic because I've just finished playing through Super Mario 3D World. I'll admit, I saw trailers for this game and didn't think much of it. I just sort of assumed that it would be just another cash-in title like the new Super Mario Bros. Series. Wait, didn't I just reprimand people in my last review for making assumptions about games they haven't even played yet? Wow. I'm gonna go stand in the corner now and think about what I've done. But, to my jovial delight, I can honestly say that this is hands down the greatest Super Mario title that I've played in over a decade. Before you pick up your torches and pitchforks, no, I haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2 yet. It's on my to-do list. Now, for those of you who haven't played this title yet, you may be wondering just why it is that both myself and a lot of other critics are highly praising this title. Well, it looks like it's time to jump back down the pipeline and take a look at this game. So this game begins with Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach taking a stroll down the road when they come across a bent pipe. Mario and Luigi suddenly remembered that they're plumbers for once in their life and decided to fix this obstacle. Once fixed, they meet a fairy called a Sprixie. This Sprixie informs them that her kingdom has been taken over by Bowser, and all 7 Sprixies in this world are being held captive. Then Bowser has to make his cameo appearance and kidnap Wait, Peach actually doesn't get kidnapped in this game. Alright Nintendo, you threw me a curveball there. Well done. So our heroes hop down the pipeline to this magical world to save these 7 fairies. Now, at first glance, this game does appear to be similar to many other Mario titles, with you navigating a map screen and beating every level on your way to a castle. Then you actually jump into the levels. These levels are a mixture of Super Mario 64 style in the respect that you must collect stars to advance further in the campaign, and that the levels mostly have a large area for free roaming. On the other hand, there are definitely 2D platformer elements here, as your end goal is always reaching a flag at the end of the stage, and many other stages have a 2-dimensional camera view. However, the game doesn't limit itself to just these 2 styles of levels. In fact, almost no 2 levels are alike. Now, some of you may see the layout of this game and think to yourself, oh, this map is full of sand, so clearly every level will be desert-based, right? Ha! That's funny. You're funny. I like you. We should hang out sometime. But while you would be right in the case of most Mario titles, this game throws yet another curveball. Sheesh, one more of those and I'm gonna strike out. What I mean by this is, in one level you'll be enjoying these grassy plains, then you're in a level which manipulates shadows in order to hide secret collectibles, then the next thing you know you're running around in the Sahara, or jumping on trapezes, or riding a dinosaur to the athletic theme from Super Mario 64, or blowing into the microphone on your gamepad to manipulate platforms, or tapping doors and platforms in order to open them. In short, there are some extremely original and amazingly fantastic game design elements here. While playing, you can take control of either Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Peach. Mario is what I call the vanilla character, as he has the standard platforming controls of the group. Luigi's running and landing skills are a bit slippery, but he does jump the highest. Peach has the ability to hover for short periods, and Toad is Toad. The power-ups you collect haven't changed too much, as you still get the mushrooms, fire flowers, and of course the Tanuki suit. However, the power-ups they do add create an interesting touch. As I'm sure you've noticed by the cover of the game, you can acquire a cat suit which allows you to temporarily climb walls. Then there's a cherry which allows your current character to multiply. And of course, if you fail spectacularly multiple times like myself, then you can use the Chump Charity White Tanuki suit, which makes you invincible. Overall, this game consists of 8 main worlds and a special secret 9th world, all of which consist of 7 to 8 stages. But for those of you concerned with replay value, there is always the opportunity to replay any level to find all of the stars and hidden stamps, not to mention you can also play multiplayer with up to 4 people. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment of truth. The moment when I get down to the nitty-gritty and begin the actual reviewing. So let's take a look at the graphics. No, really, look. Do I even need to say anything? This game is absolutely gorgeous and has a very large variation in its art style from level to level. But even looking at the fine detail in the characters, backgrounds, and enemies is nothing short of an absolute treat. It's this attention to detail that allows me to say that this is the absolute best looking Mario game that I've ever seen. Taking a look at the gameplay, well, it's absolutely fantastic. Each character has their own distinctive feel when in use, and this gives the player a very balanced amount of control, which makes even the most precise jumps a breeze if you know what you're doing. But what has to be my favorite aspect is the intuitive gameplay. New gameplay elements are introduced left and right, and you can always expect something new to pop up in each world. When these elements are introduced, there isn't a stupid pop-up message explaining how the element works. Instead, the game shows off the new feature before you experience it, and expects you to be smart enough to figure it out by yourself. Trust me, encouraging a little bit of thinking is always a good thing. Now, if you know me, then you know I'm a big fan of video game OSTs. Especially OSTs with fantastic music. Especially OSTs that don't just recycle the same music from game to game, and even when they do remix music from former titles, they actually sound fresh and original. This game has just such an OST. The soundtrack is masterfully composed and extremely catchy, to the point where you may find yourself whistling the tunes from the game at random points during the day. Which I have been doing. So, do I recommend taking a look at the newest addition to the Super Mario family of games? Do you own a Wii U? If yes, then get this game. Do you not own a Wii U? If so, then purchase a Wii U and then get this game. This title is the culmination of taking all of the elements from Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3 and Super Mario 64 that worked and mixing them together into one glorious title. In all honesty, this is one of the greatest games that I've played in a long time, and if Nintendo keeps churning out titles like this, then the Wii U may just have a fighting chance in this next-gen market. So, until we meet again, this is E-Dog, and I'm gonna continue being happy. Because let's face it, with this music playing, it's pretty hard not to.